Hello, welcome. Today, I wanted to share a couple things. I have a lot of people that I help that have a really hard time letting go and making decisions on what to let go and what to keep. I've been thinking about how I can help them make decisions. How do we guide our mind to make decisions? I came up with these 3 questions that I think will be helpful. I think I heard this from Joshua Becker. If we keep everything, then nothing is special. We want to surround ourselves with special things, right? We want to surround and make a space where things are special, not just fill our space with a bunch of stuff. That's the same as with people, right? We want to surround ourselves with special people, people who we aspire to be like, or people that we're helping, but not just fill all of our time with a bunch of people or a bunch of not good influential people. Kind of think of your stuff in the same way. If we're thinking about our stuff, some of the thoughts that we might currently have are letting go is hard. Letting go of stuff is hard. Making decisions is hard. I'm emotionally attached to my things. I'm a sentimental person. So, of course, because I'm a sentimental person, letting go of anything is hard. I hear this a lot. There was that one thing that I let go of, and I've regretted it ever since. I just have to tell you this story. I went through my closet one time and I had a pair of gray dress slacks. I let them go, is what I remember. I went to look for them and they weren't there. They weren't in my closet. I just regretted that so much. I thought if I only had those pants, they would look good, of course, with everything. Now I have nothing to wear because I don't have these dress pants and they were just perfect. I shouldn't have let them go. That was terrible. Then come to find out, I went in this trunk. Oh, what is that? Like a trunk that doesn't get mothballs. Cedar chest. I went into my cedar chest and there they were. I think I had put them there because I wanted my mom to tailor them or fix something in them. I tried them on and they fit terrible. Like I would never choose to put those on because they looked so bad. They were tight in all the wrong places. I ended up donating them. But I had made this whole story up that I should have kept them. That's what happens so much. We let go of something and then we make this story up. It was a mistake. We should have kept it. And that was a bad thing that happened. That could be something you always go to as an excuse. If I let this go, it'll be bad. Now we kind of know what we do think, that decision making is hard and we like to hold on to things. Now think about what kind of thoughts create abundance. I've always have everything I need. I mean, we literally, probably every single one of us, always have what we need, right? If you think about need. I trust that I will have everything I need when I need it. If we really need it, we trust that we will have it. We maybe borrow it. We can go buy something. We will have to ask a friend, but we will have everything we need when we need it. I'm creating space in my life. I love that. I'm creating space. And then a decluttered, spacious home is what I really want most of all. If we keep thinking a decluttered and spacious home is what I really want. Most of all, I want that, not to be attached to anything. Print some of those thoughts out and hang them up. Keep practicing. Put a little reminder on your phone and keep practicing. So now we're going to go through examples, like real life examples, and learn what the 3 questions are. The 3 questions. Is this my favorite? You're going to pick something up and you're going to say, is this one my favorite? If yes, of course, you keep it. If no, you go to the next question. Will keeping this make my space feel decluttered and spacious? We're going to look at some examples, but think of this particular space. Will keeping this make my closet feel decluttered and spacious? Will keeping this make my craft area, my kitchen drawer, feel decluttered and spacious? If the answer is no, then let it go. The final question is, how will I be kind to myself if I let it go? Let's say you're teetering. Will keeping this make my space feel spacious? And you're kind of like, then go to the next question. How will I be kind to myself when I let this go? Let's go through some examples. First of all, think of a clothing item, maybe a pair of jeans. That pair that you actually love, your favorite pair. You pick it up and you're holding it and it's like, this is my favorite pair. Yep. Okay, we know we're keeping that. Pick up another pair that's on the bottom of your pile. Hold it, think of it. Is this my favorite pair? Well, no, I haven't worn this pair in 3 years, but I keep thinking that it's going to work with something that I have. But every time I pick it up, I never end up putting it on. You could be thinking of a sweater or something. Then you go to the next question. Will keeping this make my space feel decluttered and spacious? Will it make my closet shelf, my closet hanging rod, wherever you keep your jeans? And really think about that. Imagine it being spacious. It would have each pair spaced out by an inch. However you want to imagine a spacious feeling closet that you love, or one stack on your shelf of jeans there. Imagine, will keeping it help me feel that? Not really. So maybe that's enough to let it go. Or you can go to the next question. How will I be kind to myself if I let this go? I'm going to remember me sitting here in this situation, asking myself this question, and I'm going to remember how brave I was that I let it go. Maybe that's how you're going to treat yourself. You're going to come back to this moment and you're going to say, I was doing my best. I was trying to declutter my closet. In that moment, I hadn't worn those jeans in 3 years, and I'm going to let it go. You remember it. So it's like you put a timestamp on it so you remember this moment and remember how you can be kind to yourself. Okay, pick something else. Let's say go into our kitchen and we have a vegetable peeler. You can pick it up. Is this my favorite? No, actually, this other one, because I have two, this other one with the black handle is my favorite. Maybe that's enough and I can let that one go. Or I go to our next question. Will keeping it make me feel decluttered and spacious? Will it make this drawer, this space in my kitchen, feel decluttered and spacious? No. Every time I look in there, I grab the other one. I see that one. It kind of has a little bit of rust on it. It's not keeping it spacious. So then I can let it go. Then go to the next question. How will I be kind to myself if I let it go? You know, sometimes do you ever have that time when you think, well, my grandmother's going to be over and I'm going to peel potatoes with her and we need 2 vegetable peelers? Or my child who I'm teaching to peel vegetables. You have this glorious memory of peeling vegetables together. In that moment, you're going to remember, I was creating a spacious space at the time, so I let that vegetable peeler go. That was the best choice for me in that moment. Right now, we'll take turns using the vegetable peeler. Or this actually gives me the time to cut the onions while she peels the potatoes. Really think through how you're going to be kind to yourself in the future if you think about how you got rid of the item. I know it seems silly, but it's super valuable. Think of a paper or an old project. I was thinking of different examples, like a cross stitch that I had started 20 years ago. I'm holding it. Is it my favorite? I mean, I haven't done it in 20 years, so maybe that answers the question. Maybe it's a math paper that your child brought home. Is it your favorite? I mean, really, is any math paper your favorite? And that's super helpful. Will keeping this make my space, my child's memory bin, will it make it feel spacious and decluttered? No. Who wants a math paper? Like, who cares? Unless they really struggled in math and this was the first A that they got on their math paper. Otherwise, making that feel spacious, it won't. How can you be kind to yourself later if you remember getting rid of math papers? You think, I wish I would have kept those. What will you do in that moment? What will you say? It's almost like you have an obstacle and you're preparing ahead of time for the obstacle. The obstacle is your critical self going, you shouldn't have gotten rid of that. Then your future self having a solution ready to share with it. It's very beneficial. Those are the 3 questions. Use it as you declutter, as you make a decision on an item. Use those 3 questions. Is this my favorite? Will keeping it make my specific space feel decluttered and spacious? And how will I be kind to myself later if I let it go right now? Hope that was helpful. Leave comments below if you have a specific thing you're thinking about or you're struggling with, and I'll walk you through it. As always, I'll include a link to book a phone call with me if you want to know what's the next step for you in the process of getting organized. Where should you go next? What should you do first? Book a free call with me, and I'll leave the link below. I'll walk you through this process I have. It's so enlightening and totally free. You'll know at the end of that call what your next step is. We'll get it figured out, and you can get started on simplifying and organizing your life. Have a great day. Bye-bye.